So we are sitting here listening to NPR's Marketplace, one of our favorite shows, which talks about money and has a lot of advice and great tips for people who are looking to invest, want to know what's happening in the market. There are several other really great shows. Some of them are on television. Some of them are international shows. We do have one particular anchor talent or expert even in money who is on one of the international channels, but we don't really do endorsements on this particular group. So our Money Chats does not quickly endorse anyone, so we're not going to go into that further. We might talk about it in a blog post, but right now and probably for the next couple of months we are not going to do any endorsements. But yes, go out and look for people who are talking about money, who are looking at investing, and find someone that is talking about what your concerns are. If you are like us, a bunch of millennials who are really trying to navigate this what feels like a broken system where we've gone to school, we have racked up debt to get this degree, and the degree we have, we've worked, but maybe we're not making as much as we wanted. We're not making as much as we were told, or the amount that we are earning has not increased because, whatever, price of living has gone up. There's so many reasons why we just don't have a lot of cash. And for myself personally, I went to school and got 3 degrees. I have one in communications, and then I have 2 others to support that degree. And I did, by just miracle, get a position about 4 months out of after 4 months after graduating, was able to get a job within my field. I was still, I'll say this, a full-time job in my field, and was able to keep that job for 15 years. And again, it was more of a graduate program that I did coming out of graduation. So the job had a postgraduate, almost like a master's degree program at that particular television network, and that worked out for me. So here I am, an older millennial, I'm a first wave millennial is what we're nicknamed or titled in this world where we have to be classified. And in this case, I'm just writing it, yes, I'm a first wave millennial, proud of it, happy, love my fellow millennials, just want the best for us. And the main purpose of this video snippet was to answer a question about, working after graduation, and how to manage debt. That's not really a question that can be answered quickly. That is, that's going to take a 10-minute video and a blog post. I did not manage mine very well. I was broke for years. I'm still not making the amount of money, even after being in the graduate program, getting on in the company in another position. I never made enough money. I did find out later on that I was being underpaid compared to my colleagues, or compared to my industry colleagues in general, that other places paid much higher, that other jobs for the same type of skill in their media departments valued what I did more. And as I've pursued a new job, as I am pursuing a new job, and when I say new job, meaning a full-time job, I have learned that from recruiters that I was not paid what the industry normally pays. So my particular company, just for whatever reason, did not pay what others paid. So with that, my suggestion is the way to manage it is to get a job that's going to pay you decent money. And that really comes back to what degree you have. Make sure that you're in math, science, engineering. Those jobs usually pay a lot better. However, I don't really know how that works for school. I had a couple of friends who were engineers, and they would co-op every other year or something, or every other semester. Not sure how that works, but get a job in a field that pays. Sometimes you can't follow your heart. You have to follow the money and find a way to love that field. That's probably not the best advice, but that if someone asked me to start all over again, I probably would not be going into the field that I chose. I would have chosen something that was guaranteed to make a lot more money. Um, I love what I do. I love my field, but it's undergone some huge changes and disruptions that have in turn left me a little bit concerned. While there are tons of jobs out there in my field, the way that those jobs are being given these days is a little bit different than when I started. I think when I started, that the whole idea of getting a job because you know someone or whatever, I think that had a lot to do with that was just starting. So I don't really know other than to tell you, just really think about how much money you're going to need. Find a way to do your passion and have a regular job. That's a 9 to 5 job. You really don't need to have these jobs where you're working excessive hours. That's another thing that's going to hurt your debt. When you're spending so much time and money in a position that doesn't allow you to take another job on the side and make money doing your hobby, then you become so focused on the discomfort from the first job that it makes it impossible to love life. And you really need to have a work-life balance. So pick a job that pays money, will allow you to have a work-life balance. It really needs to be something that you actually like. Find a way to find the fun in some of these higher paying positions. Just find it. It has to have everything. It can't be, oh, I'm in it for the money. Then you're going to be miserable. It can't be, well, I just love what I do, because if it doesn't pay enough, you're going to be broke and you're not going to love that much anymore. You'll love it, but you'll be hungry, and you can't do a job when you're hungry. So yeah, that's what I suggest. Pick those core things, find something you like that pays a lot of money and allows you to have a work-life balance. You'll be able to manage your debt like that.